Answers to your top questions about Form I-130. Form I-130, officially called the Petition for Alien Relative, proves that a valid family relationship exists between a U.S. citizen or green card holder and a person seeking a green card. This form is often simply referred to as the I-130 petition. Filing the I-130 petition with USCIS establishes your place in line for an available green card, and it's the first step in the family-based green card process. In this video, we'll go over some of the most frequently asked questions about Form I-130. What's the difference between Form I-130 and Form I-485? Form I-130 is the first step to helping a relative apply for a green card. If you're a U.S. citizen or permanent resident and you want to prove that you're related to someone who is eligible for permanent residency. If your relative is already in the United States, they may be able to use Form I-485, Application for Adjustment of Status, to apply for permanent residency at the same time. In some cases, you may be able to file these forms together. How do I file Form I-130? You can file Form I-130 either online or via mail. To file online, you need to create an online account with USCIS. You could submit Form I-130 online even if your relative is already in the United States and they plan to submit their Form I-485 by mail. You can also file Form I-130 by mail. If you live in the United States, you need to confirm which address to send your petition. Depending on which state you live in and whether or not your relative is filing Form I-485 as well, USCIS will require you to send to either Dallas, Chicago, or Phoenix lockbox. From here, it will be processed at any of USCIS's 5 service centers. If you live outside of the United States, you can file at the USCIS Dallas lockbox or online. If there are special circumstances, you can request to file at the closest U.S. embassy. Make sure you fill out all sections of the form and sign it. Otherwise, USCIS may reject it. How long does the I-130 petition process take? The processing time for your I-130 petition will depend on the family relationship and the USCIS field office that receives your form. For immediate relatives, spouse, parent, or child, the USCIS I-130 processing times will vary between 6 and 11 months. For family preference visas, for example, siblings, processing times can range anywhere from 6 months to 20 or more years. How much does the I-130 cost? The government filing fee for an I-130 petition is currently $535 US. You can pay this via check or credit card using Form G-1450. Can I expedite processing for Form I-130? Premium processing isn't available for I-130 petitions, but you can send a special request to USCIS if you want to expedite processing for Form I-130. USCIS will usually only consider the request if there are urgent humanitarian or U.S. government interests. Who can file Form I-130? If you're a U.S. citizen, you can file Form I-130 for each of your eligible relatives. This includes your spouse, your children, your siblings, and your parents. If you're a permanent resident, you can petition for your spouse and any children under the age of 21. You can also petition for your stepchild if the marriage that created the relationship took place when the child was younger than 18. What documents will I need to file Form I-130? When filing Form I-130, you'll need to show evidence of your relationship to the relative you're petitioning for. Some of the documents you may use to prove this include evidence of U.S. citizenship or permanent residence, such as birth certificate, naturalization or citizenship certificate, passport, or green card. Evidence of family relationship, for example through a marriage certificate or birth certificate. If you're petitioning for your spouse, you'll need to provide additional evidence of your relationship and prove that you have a bona fide marriage. Some ways you can do this include documentation that shows you own or rent property together, joint bank account statements, and affidavits from people who can confirm your relationship is authentic. Proof of legal name change if applicable. Any questions we missed? Hit us up in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Boundless on YouTube. Thanks for watching.